We are looking at a copy of a trespass notice form which is provided by the police, and this is what it says. Warning under the Trespass Act 1980, sections 4.1 or 4.2 and sections 4.4. 2. Name the person to be warned. Address of the person being warned. In accordance with the above Act and section, you are hereby warned to stay off the place known as. Address of location which person is banned from. It is an offence punishable by a fine not exceeding $1,000 or imprisonment not exceeding 3 months to enter the above address within 2 years from the date you receive this warning. The occupier of the above address is. Full name of the occupier. This warning is given by the occupier, that's a person authorised by the occupier to the above address. Signature of occupier or person authorised by the occupier. Print full name of occupier or person authorised by the occupier. Date this notice takes effect. Cross out the words that do not apply. We are now looking at details of service of trespass notice. Read the instructions below and then complete service details. Immediately service is effected. If the person served the notice is not the occupier but an agent of the occupier, the full name and address of the person who served the notice is also required. This notice photocopy attached was served on. Name of the person served. On the day of date at AM or PM. At place where the service was effected. By full name of a person affected service. I served the trespass notice personally on name of the person served. By handing it to them, dropping it at their feet when they refused to accept service of the notice. They acknowledge or did not acknowledge that they are the person named in the notice. They are or are not personally known to me. I believe their date of birth is, approximate age is in years. Occupier's full name, occupier's address and phone number. More relevant details. For example, issued because of alleged disorderly behaviour or issued because of alleged theft. Record here the authorisation of if the person who served the notice was a person authorised by the occupier and not the occupier, and attach a copy of the authorisation to this form if applicable. Signed, signature of person who served the trespass notice of this form and the date of completion. Full name and address of person signing the notice. Instructions. Photocopy completed trespass notice before serving on the person warned off, but be clear who the occupier is, company, a person, a partnership, etc. Complete the form details of service of trespass notice after service and attach it to the photocopy of the completed trespass notice. Retain for possible court proceedings and cross out the words that do not apply. We are now looking at an actual trespass notice served on a person. In the matter of the Trespass Act 1980 and in the matter of the property situated at Stafford Hayes Building, 243 Stafford Street, Timaru, lawfully occupied by Iraqi Development and Promotions Limited. 2. Ronald Edward Bishop of 132 Gleneaty Road, Timaru. You are warned under Section 4 of the Trespass Act 1980 to stay off the property situated at Stafford Hayes Building, 243 Stafford Street, Timaru, which is lawfully occupied by Iraqi Development and Promotions Limited. You are further warned under Section 4 of the Trespass Act 1980 that if you willfully trespass on Stafford Hayes Building, 243 Stafford Street, Timaru, within 2 years after giving of the service, you will commit an offence against the Trespass Act 1980 for which you will be liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding $1,000 or imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 months. Dated at Timaru this 12th day of December 2013. Signed by Kenneth Francis Mackenzie, Chairman, Iraqi Development and Promotions Limited, signature of the occupier. This is the Timaru Police Station where the trespass notice has been filed. The trespass notice has been filed in this police station, but there is no affidavit of service. They have been unable to produce an affidavit of service. This is the law firm of RSM Law, formerly known as Raymond Sullivan McGlashan. This is their building on the corner of Strathallan Street and the Terrace. One of the partners in there is Ken Mackenzie, who is the chairman of the Iraqi Development Promotions Limited company that served the trespass notice, signed the document that authorised the trespass notice to be served. RSM Law he works for. RSM Law, established in 1883, first to turn to a leader in the law. This is the building that the trespass notice was served on. The person was served on trespass notice not to go into this building. The top story the tenant is legal. Quentin Hicks Legal is one of the tenants in that building. Other tenants are South Canterbury Chamber of Commerce, Iraqi Development Business and Tourism. There's a close-up shot of it. Quentin Hicks Legal is on the first floor there. South Canterbury Chamber of Commerce, Iraqi Development Business and Tourism. That's the building that the person is not allowed to enter because there's a trespass notice on them. There's a fountain here. The ANZ Bank is across the road. There's a statue of Bob Fitzsimmons, donated by, what's that guy in Wellington, the rich man? Knows all about boxing. Right, let's go and visit some more people, some more buildings in Timaru. This is the daily newspaper, the Timaru Herald. timaruherald.co.nz is the local daily newspaper, and this is the newspaper that refuses to report the story. They refuse to report the story because the person who's been charged with trespassing is in dispute with them. So this is the Timaru Herald, who's keeping it all quiet. This is the office of the Courier newspaper, the community newspaper, which is published weekly. This newspaper also refuses to print the story about the trespass notice that's been served illegally. This is the Eyesight Centre, which is managed by the Iraqi Tourist and Development Company that served the trespass notice. This Eyesight Centre is going to be closed. There's going to be an information centre in there that won't have the Eyesight franchise anymore. There's just going to be an information place. Okay, and they're managed by this Iraqi Development Business and Tourism, who served the trespass notice on this professional motivational coach in Timaru. This is also the home of Tiana Ngātahu Maori Rock Art. There's a display in there. You can go in there and it's open daily. The phone number is 03687 7372. The website is tiana.co.nz. Thank you for listening to this video. This is Ron Bishop, General Manager of Timaru Tourist Promotions Limited, signing off. Thank you for listening.